Hey, welcome back. I don't know where today finds you. Maybe you're healing, maybe you're growing, maybe you're just surviving. But I'm so glad you showed up. Have you ever sat with the weight of a goodbye that never got closure? Or thought about someone you used to love, a friend, a partner, and wondered, what if we were just too young to get it right? This episode is for those connections that drifted, not out of hate, but out of hurt, timing, or silence. It's a soft message to those people, and maybe even to ourselves, to forgive what we couldn't fix and keep becoming. Sometimes things don't end in loud arguments or betrayals. Sometimes it's just time, distance, miscommunication, or two people who weren't ready. And when it happens, it hurts, not just because they're gone, but because part of you still cares. And that part doesn't know what to do with all that love that has nowhere to go anymore. So today, I want to talk about it, but not in a bitter way, in a soft way, in a healing way. Think of this episode as a letter to the people you used to love, the ones who helped shape you, even if they are no longer around. So, if they are listening, to the ex you never got to thank, to the friend who faded without a goodbye, to the person you hurt without meaning to, or the one who left and never looked back, this is for them. Not to reopen wounds, but to honor what once was. Because if someone ever meant something to you, they always leave a piece behind, even if they are no longer around. Not every ending comes with closure. Some just drift apart slowly until one day you realize you're strangers again. Not by hate, not by betrayal, but by time, distance, and maybe pride. And it's strange, isn't it? How someone can go from I got you always to someone you scroll past like they were never part of your story. But deep down, you remember their laugh, their kindness, even their flaws. Because people don't just disappear from your memory. When they met something real, we don't always say it, but sometimes we miss people who hurt us. Sometimes we forgive people we'll never speak to again. And sometimes we wish we could go back and handle things differently, more gently, more clearly, more honestly. But life happens, egos rise, people grow or grow apart, and that's okay. Still, there's a quiet part of us that holds space for those connections, even after the silence. So, if they're listening, hey, I know things ended, but thank you for being part of my story, for the good days, the shared memories, the lessons. No, we don't have to talk again. We don't have to fix it, but just know you mattered. And maybe you still do, quietly, in the corners of my heart, where love doesn't need presence to exist. I know things didn't end the way either of us imagined. Maybe it ended in silence and anger and distance. Maybe we just stopped trying. I think about the laughs we shared, the way you understood me, how we used to talk like we'd never run out of time. And maybe I never said it, but thank you for helping shape who I've become, even if our chapter ended too soon. Sometimes, closure isn't found in a final conversation. It's found in moments like this, where we speak the words we never got to say, out loud into the universe, not expecting a reply, just needing to set it free. So no, we don't have to talk again. We don't have to go back. I'm not asking to fix what's broken, but just know And the version of me you helped shape, you left the mark when I carry without bitterness. And maybe that's what real love is, not always having to hold on, but being able to let go with grace, to say, I wish you well, and mean it with your whole heart. Because some people were only meant to work with us for a season, but that season still deserves to be honored. Forgiving what we couldn't fix is a form of growth. It means releasing the blame, the should haves, the could haves, not because what happened didn't hurt, but because without going holding on to it so tightly, we're allowed to carry love and still walk away. We're allowed to grieve people who are still alive, and we're allowed to find peace, even without a perfect ending. So if you're listening and thinking about your person, or this is somewhere deep, if you've also got someone you never got to properly let go of, this is your reminder. Forgive what you couldn't fix. You are not your mistakes, and you're allowed to move forward without all the answers. Maybe you'll never get the closure you hoped for, but you can still heal. You can still wish them well, and you can still become more whole, with or without them beside you. Reach out if your heart tells you to, or write it out, or simply whisper it to the wind. Thank you. I forgive you. I still wish you well. You're not weak for remembering. You're human, and that's the most beautiful part. Life is full of unfinished stories, but that doesn't mean they weren't beautiful, even the ones that broke you, especially the ones that broke you, helped you uncover who you are. So today, let that be enough. Let go. Keep becoming. As we close today, I pray peace finds you in the quiet moments. May you release what you couldn't fix and forgive what you couldn't control. You are divinely guided. Keep working, even if it's slow. Until next time, take care of your light. And if you ever meant something to me, this was for you. Bye.